What is going on, my peeps? Lincoln 6 Echo here with my second ever video on YouTube. This is an achievement for me. This is basically my Chaos Control version 2.0. This is basically my deck adapted to the September 2012 ban list. This deck has been doing pretty good for me so far. On this last week on my locals tournament, I quote-unquote won. I say that because I went 4-0. It was a little small because a lot of people didn't win because it was Labor Day weekend, but a lot of good players were there. And I went 4-0 with this deck, but somehow I got second place when I was the only 4-0 person in the whole shop. And the guy that won first, I beat him. So apparently it was a misclick on the judge's part, but hey, what can you do? In my eyes, I won. So I'm going to show you the deck profile and some changes that I've done for it so far from last ban list to this ban list. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of the deck. So you got your boss monster, BLS, obviously. You got your one Chaos Sorcerer because it got hit. I'm still keeping the tour guides. I have 2 tour guides and then 1 tour bus. I decided to go with the tour bus over the Knight Assailant just because I like my Sangan Search. In a deck like mine, your Sangan Search can be game changing because you can search out your Honesses, you can search out a Battle Fader to protect your life points. So in a deck like mine, you need your Sangan Search, and then this guy, it helps out. I went up against one of my buddies on DN, and he was running Monarchs, and as a desperate situation, I tour bust his Treeborn back to the deck, and then he got Monarch clogged in his hand, so that helps out. And then you got double Caius, because he's a boss. You got your Gores, you got double Dimension Alchemist, double Raikou. I cut down on the hand traps a little bit. You got double Battle Fader, double Veiler, and then you only got 1 main deck Crow. Crow for me has not, in this format so far, has not gotten as much use. I'm still main decking 1. I just moved the other 2 to the side deck, so I'm still using 3 overall, but main decking 2 was a little bit too cloggy for me. I didn't find enough targets, so I moved it down to 1. It's been working out pretty good. I lowered Trag down to 1 as well because he was getting pretty clogged up. 1 Kaiku, 1 DD Warrior Lady, 1 Sangan, Honest, 1 Thunder King main decked, 1 Breaker. I decided to put Breaker in because it's still, now that it's still very back row heavy format, I figured that this is how the rest of the formats are going to be, and Breaker is good because it pops stuff, and if your opponent's very desperate, they'll usually bottomless it or warning it or something just to protect their backfield, so it makes your opponent waste staples on it, and it's a pretty good card. 1 main deck Reaper. I decided to main deck a Reaper because I felt like it's been pretty good. I decided to main deck 1 Chimera Tech, 1 Cyber Dragon because of the Yugiohs and a lot of the other decks. And I feel like Cyber Dragon's all around good card in a tight situation. You just special summon him and then distribute him off for your Kaios or something. That's pretty good. And then my last card, which did work, is Blackwing Zephyros, the Elite. It's a good card. I decided to put this in because you can recycle your Kaiuses, redo his effect. If your BLS is Fiend's Chained or anything, you can just bounce it back, special summon this, take 400 out of your life points, and then move on from there. And you can combo it with another card that I put in the deck. So that's it for the monster lineup. I believe now it's 27 instead of 26, but I might be wrong. On to the spells. You got double MST, double Econ. I moved it down to 1 Forbidden Lance because I wanted to try out the Blackwing Zephyros, and it did pretty good. Excuse me. It did pretty good with just one Lance. In a tight situation, when it counted, I had it. So, and then got 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy, one book, one monster born, and I finally, after so much debating, I took out the lore for a Pot of Avarice. I decided to do this because it recycles a lot of your monster effects, not monster effects, but a lot of your monsters in your deck, and you can start plowing your opponent again with the other monster, with recycled monsters. So, and then my three trap lineup, it changed a little bit, so it only changed by one card. You got your torrential, your starlight road, and then you got safe zone. I decided to put in a safe zone over the Phoenix Chain because one, you can combo it with your Blackwing Zephyros. You can just return this face up to your hand, special summon the Blackwing Zephyros, and then you chain this to your opponent's monster. They get destroyed. You get a free pop ability, and then you return your Blackwing to your hand. Obviously, a lot of people probably already knew that, but I decided to try that out now. And then it helps out with your aggro monsters as well. So yeah, I put that in there. Let's go with the side deck. Side deck, you got one Effect Veiler and two Crow. Like I said, I moved the second Crow to the side deck. The second Thunder King. I'm trying out Destiny Hero Doomlord. I haven't tried him out in my locals yet. But if you don't know what he does already, if you don't know what he does, basically you summon him on your side of the field, basically, and then once per turn you can banish one monster your opponent controls, and it returns during your second standby phase. This is very crucial against Exceeds because you banish them and they come back with no materials in them. So if your opponent has a big beater that you can't get over, like an Acid Golem by some reason or something, you can summon him, activate his effect, return, banish him, and then he returns during your second standby phase, but he comes back with no materials in it, so he returns during the standby phase, and then he ends up burning. So it's a pretty good card. And then you got one Jinzo for chain burn and a lot of other decks. The second breaker, the second Cyber Dragon, one smashing and one Soul Taker. The reason I have 1 and 1 is because I only own one Soul Taker. Double bottomless, Decree, and Deck Devi. Deck Devi helped me out against Madolches. I activated Deck Devi, and he had to discard everything, all his Madolches to the graveyard, and then once Deck Devi was gone, he couldn't do anything because I think Madolches can't have monsters in grave for them to activate their effects or whatever. So yeah, that's it for the side deck. On to the extra deck. A couple cards changes as well in there. Yeah, one Chimera Tech obviously because now the Yugiohs are around, and my locals there's a lot of Karakuri players. So one Utopia, one Maestroke, one Zen Mains, Tempo, one Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut. If you don't know what he does, basically he once per turn, when he is targeted by an attack, you can detach one material from him, and then that turn he does not get destroyed by battle or by card effects, and your opponent takes all damage. So it's pretty good. Makes your opponent afraid to attack him. He also he's not like Zen Mains where if Catastor attacks, you have to detach both. If Catastor attacks this, you can just detach one of them and you're good to go. And your opponent takes all damage, and he's light, so he's honestable also. You got one Giga Brilliant, one Levier, one Acid Golem. And then I'm trying out a Formula Synchron. I might take him out for a level 6, because I took all my level 6s out without even noticing it. But it worked out pretty good. But I might take him out for Iron Chain or something just to replace that Brio. One Catastor, one Arcanite Magician. It's good with the Chaos Sorcerer and the Effect Veiler, so you can do two popping. You can pop 2 cards on the field. You got one Black Rose, one Scrap, and one Stardust. Alright guys, that is it for my deck profile. Ooh crap, let me move this around. That is it for my deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna be doing another deck profile here in maybe a week or so. So I'm gonna try to do everything more consistently. It's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna try out Malefics for a while. I'm gonna tell you guys right now my 3 main decks that I'll be flip-flopping between. So you might see a couple of them in this channel. Are Malefics, Chaos, any variant of Chaos, and TGs. Those are my top 3 decks. No matter what decks I do, I always come back to those 3 decks. So yeah, guys, next deck profile should be the Malefics deck. So I'm gonna try to put a couple good couple good tech cards in there for you guys that I've been thinking about. And yeah, so hopefully within the next week. Ooh, crap, hiccups. Jesus Christ. Within the next week or so, you'll be seeing another deck profile, and hopefully you'll be seeing pack openings and box openings and duels here pretty soon. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of everything, how my channel's been doing. If you have any suggestions on how to bring you guys better content, because you guys are the consumers in this case. Yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.